In this video, I'm going to tell you how to make the best tasting vegan pasta sauce you've ever tasted. You're going to need a 28-ounce can of diced tomatoes, 28-ounce can of crushed tomatoes, and a 14-ounce can of stewed tomatoes. You're also going to need some tofu. This is about 32 ounces of tofu. You're going to need 3 onions and 5 tomatoes. You're also going to need 2 things of mushrooms. So the first step is we'll set the steamer. So for that we have to add water to the container. We'll fill the container a third of the way up. So we'll turn on the steamer and set it to steam mode and set it for 30 minutes. Okay, so we'll put that aside and then we'll start cutting up the tomatoes. You're gonna cut up the tomatoes into cubes. You're gonna put them away, and basically we're gonna do the same thing with the onions. This is an easy way to peel off the skin. Take off the tops and then cut the onion in half. Okay, and to cut the onions, you're going to cut them vertically, then you're gonna cut them horizontally. Okay, so now we can just put the onions away with the tomatoes and start cutting up the tofu. We want to cut the tofu into smaller bite-sized pieces. Now we're ready to cook. So in a 7-quart Dutch oven, you're going to add 8 tablespoons of olive oil, 4 tablespoons of salt, 2 tablespoons of parsley, 1 tablespoon of pepper, 2 tablespoons of paprika, and 2 tablespoons of oregano. Stir the condiments together until the oil is hot, and then add the tomatoes and the onions. Then you're going to just mix them all about. When the timer on the steamer gets to 24, you're going to add the mushrooms. And we're also going to set some water aside and heat it up so that we can cook our pasta. In the meantime, keep mixing the vegetables, and let me show you the consistency. This is how it's got to look. When the onions and the tomatoes are cooked, you're going to add the tofu. Just keep stirring that, and then the tofu will suck up a lot of the flavor. Okay, so at this point, we're ready to add the sauce. So add all 3 cans. And then just mix them together. Now here is the pasta. I'm gonna use some penne, 3 boxes of penne. So just keep stirring the penne around, and then about 15 minutes later, it'll be ready to go. So at 13 minutes, you're gonna check on the steamer, and the mushrooms are going to be ready. You'll know the mushrooms are ready when they're soft and chewy. So now you want to take the mushrooms and take them to the sink and cool them down with some cold water. Once you've done that, then throw them on top of the pasta sauce. Then mix that all around. At this point, the pasta is now ready, so take it to the sink and throw it on top of the strainer. Run some cold water over it, and now you're ready to eat. And sure you freeze half of the sauce, and that way it'll last you a lot longer. All of the sauce will last you about a week.